Hi, thanks for joining me. This is David, one of the many cash register guys here at National Business Systems. We're going to take a quick look at programming a PLU or a keyboard item on this SPS-320. If you have an SPS-320, 340, or 345, they all program the same. So let's take a look. We're going to turn our key to the program position, and then you'll see you get this nice little menu right on the display. We want to program a PLU, which are what most items are on the keyboard, or if you're scanning it would be a PLU as well. So we simply just need to press 0 on the keyboard to access the PLU programming. So we're just going to press 0, and then the screen goes to add or modify a PLU or delete. We're going to press 0. I'm not going to move the camera, you know what we're doing. We're going to press 0 to select PLU. Now it's asking you to enter the PLU number and push the PLU key that you want to program. So we're going to program, let's say, this button right here, number 1. As soon as I press that, it comes up with the description. PLU number is 1. The description is PLU number 1. It is preset and it has a price of 0. The really cool thing with this register is everything is menu driven. If you look over to the right, see that little arrow? That's the field we're in. Okay? So we're currently in the description field. You would type in your description using the Alpha keyboard that I have here. So let's call this a test item. So I'm going to hit T-E-S-T, and you'll see it put T-E-S-T. Now, to save that, we're going to press the cache button. It's the bottom right, also known as the enter. So as soon as I pressed it, it went to preset. This is asking me, do we want this item to be preset, yes or no? To toggle between yes and no, you have a yes and no button on the keyboard. As soon as I toggled it to no, it went back to yes. So I'm going to keep this as a preset and hit enter or cache. Then it goes to price. I'm going to make this $1.99. Don't worry about setting the decimal, it will place it for you. As soon as you press the cache key again or enter, you're going to go to the second page. This is where you tell it if it can have an overridable, if the preset is overridable or not. But more importantly, is it taxable? And is it taxable by tax rates 1, 2, 3, or 4? It can be taxable by all of them. In this case, you'll see it's no, 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 and no. The cursor, see the little arrow, is right there. So if we want to make this item taxable by tax 1, we're going to go back to our keyboard and we're going to use the yes key, and it toggled it to yes. So now that item is taxable. I'm going to use the cache key. See how the cursor is moving? I'm moving through my taxable fields. Then it's asking, is this item food stampable, yes or no? I'm going to leave it to no just by hitting cache. Then what group is it in? This register you can assign multiple groups to items. Most people don't. But let's say this is going to be in group number 5, so I just simply press 5 and enter. Remember, enter is the cache button. So I'm going to scroll through several more pages. You can see there's page 3. There's a lot of things you can program on this register, and you'll have to refer to the manual to see what everything means. What we went over is the most important stuff, but I'm just going to keep scrolling down. We're up to page 4. There's a lot of things this machine can do. There's page 5, there's page 6, and then once I've finished with 6, it goes right back to the PLU number. We didn't have to go through all of our pages. Let me just quickly show you. So it's asking us to enter the PLU number and press PLU or press the PLU key. So I'm going to go right back to number 1, and see there's our name. The cursor is in the name field. So we're going to change the name real quick. And let's call this a Coke. So I've changed the name. As soon as I hit cache and the cursor jumps to the next line, and that's all I want to program, all I need to do now is hit the clear button and it goes right back. If I hit the clear before I hit the cache, it wouldn't have saved that. So remember, you have to hit the cache or enter to save your program change, and then you can just press clear. So you can see programming the SPS-320, 340, 345 is very easy. In another video we'll cover programming UPC numbers. But to program your basic items on the keyboard, it couldn't be any easier. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.